I'm just going to be reading a story from my favourite vintage reader, and the story is called Fluffytail and the Peanut Hunt, a joke on Nick. Fluffytail was a squirrel that lived in Grandma's park's big front yard. One morning he looked down from the limb of the oak tree and chatted. He was excited because he saw Nick Parks hiding peanuts. Fluffytail wanted those peanuts, but he did not dare go down there because Nick's dog was there. He would chase him. The excited squirrel watched as Nick hid the peanuts here and there. He hid some under the dry leaves on the ground. He hid a few behind a stone near the porch. He hid 10 or 11 piles of peanuts underneath the trees and behind the vines. Ch-ch, scolded Fluffytail. Ch-ch. He wanted those peanuts for himself. Nick did not look up. He was busy hiding peanuts for his sister Ellen's party. It was Ellen's 5th birthday, and her grandma was giving a party to surprise her. All her playmates were going to be guests at the party. One of the games was going to be Peanut Hunt. That was why Nick was hunting peanuts in the yard. When Nick had finished, he put on his roller skates and went skating down the street. Right below him scampered his frisky little dog. Now there was no mischievous dog to chase Fluffytail. Down the tree he scampered to hunt for the peanuts. He found one peanut under a dry leaf. Holding it tight in his paw, he sat up and ate it. He looked for more. He found 11 peanuts behind a big stone near the porch. He also found several piles of peanuts among the bushes. Soon little Fluffytail had eaten all he could hold. He began to dig holes and hide the peanuts in the ground. He kept hiding them one by one until he could take all he could find. At 2 o'clock, Grandma's large shady yard was full of Ellen's playmates. Soon Ellen and Nick came and joined the crowd. Ellen was so surprised when she saw all the guests and heard them call out, "Happy birthday, Ellen." Before Ellen could say anything, her grandma called out to the children. Then she handed each child a paper bag. "This is for the peanut hunt," she said. "There is a prize for one who can find the most peanuts." "Oh," cried Lily, "I hope I find all the lots of peanuts." But Lily did not find lots of peanuts. Nobody else did either. Lily found 8 peanuts under a bush and another one under a dry leaf. Ellen found 11 among the bushes, and Jay found several more behind the vine. The others did not find a single peanut. "I can't understand that," cried Nick. "You ought to find dozens of peanuts, and I know where there were several." He ran to the big stone where Jay and Patty followed close behind. But to Nick's surprise, there was not a single peanut behind the stone. He looked in several other shady places, but he could not find another peanut. "Somebody spoiled our hunt," Lizzie said. That was the moment Nick heard a loud chitch from the limb of the tree. "Now I understand what happened," said Nick. "Someone did take the peanuts, and here he is." A joke on Fluffytail. "Fluffytail spoiled our peanut hunt," laughed Nick. "He played a joke on me, so I ought to play one on him. I'm going to do it too." "How can you?" said Patty. "That's a secret," answered Nick. He went over and whispered his idea into Grandma's ear. While Grandma took all the guests into the house to play, Nick ran out of the gate. Down the street he dashed towards the store that sold peanuts. Then Fluffytail had Grandma's big yard to himself. He began to scamper along the log and among the bushes, but soon he saw a lady coming down back with Nick. He knew the mysterious dog would chase him, so he dared not stay on the ground. Up the oak the squirrel scampered as quick as a wink. Looking down from the limb of the oak tree. Fluffytail saw Nick hiding peanuts. Again, he was sketching them among the leaves and the flowers and the bushes. Ch-ch, chattered Fluffytail. More peanuts! They were so to be good to be true. Very slowly, Fluffytail began to come down the tree. He almost reached the ground when Mischievous Lady dashed over to the tree. Bow wow wow wow, she said as her paws covered the ground. Fluffytail dared not go a step further. This time he could not get a single peanut. Mischievous Lady would not let him. Now the joke was on Fluffytail. Fluffytail's prize. When the peanut bags were empty, Nick rang the bell. Then all the guests ran out into the yard for another peanut hunt. This time they enjoyed the game. They found the peanuts among the bushes and leaves and all sorts of other places. Fluffytail looked down from the shady tree and scolded and chattered. He did not like to see somebody else getting all his peanuts and spoiling his fun. But Lady was watching him, and he dared not go down there even for a moment. The hunt lasted for 20 minutes. Then Nick rang the bell, and all the guests counted their peanuts. Lily had the most of all. She had 129. Grandma gave her a storybook. "Oh, what a nice prize," said Lily. "Oh, Fluffytail. Oh, what but Fluffytail ought to get a prize too. He found most peanuts than all of us. I know the kind of prize he'll like." Lily went skipping around scratching the peanuts from her bag. But Fluffytail did not get his prize until the dog and the children had gone. He had another peanut hunt all by himself.